G'day, today we're just going to have a quick look at OTTTD and just my suggestion on how to speed level this as quick as you can. So you can see at the moment I've finished the whole campaign, but when it comes to my team, 79 is currently the highest level I had. Now I started focusing on leveling knowing that getting 99 was an achievement, probably about level 30. So I've tried to stay with the same guys. Now one key to this is always going to be have your scientist with you and make sure that he's leveled up on field professor because that's going to give you a lot of XP. Now generally with him I use this ability and this ability when just trying to get through the campaign, but I have reskilled him at the moment just so I have bad potion for my leveling stats. I then use Z-Law, who I think is probably the best guy in the game for doing damage. All of these stats, and having him use the crab hand has him up at around 10,000 damage, so he's great. And then because of how early you get Knuckles Miller, you can have a random name, he's named Knuckles Miller in my game, the Assault guy, and how much health he has, means that he's a really handy guy to have. And generally I just use him for both his personal Berserk and Berserk Wave. Generally when picking abilities that your guys are going to be coming in with, I always recommend ones that are quick rotation, so you don't want to use things that have a really slow build back to when you can use them again. Generally you want to have stuff that is going to allow them to use it frequently in the game. Now in terms of leveling, originally I used a lot of, where is it, down here, Entrail by Fire. I found was a really good one because it takes about 13 minutes and I could just put my guys on the map, build them one tower, and then I could just not look at the screen for 15-13 minutes and they would achieve it. But I found it to really speed level, mid-boss revenge is the way to go. Now the reason for this is that this level has a boss in it, and if you remember from playing some of the levels with bosses, as soon as you kill the boss, essentially the game ends. So you can see this is 8 waves, but if we just sort of set our guys up, sell that, and we go make that anti-air, make that anti-air, and then we just make this a healing tower to keep him alive. And basically these guys are just going to throw things at that, and we'll let him, they can just repair that, and as soon as they wander closer they'll kill him, and then otherwise he'll just kill anyone else coming in and get healed. So they come in. Okay, and so you can see the bosses are already on their way. Now with the abilities that I've got, the main reason I've got him bringing this is because at the highest level, this is going to do 2 minutes of damage. So he's going to be going at both of these as they come in. And you can see how fast we're working that down. Now I stopped doing this level at about level 66, but I think that you guys can probably have enough damage to do this efficiently much earlier than that too, probably I'd say around level 50, level 40. So once we've got that first guy down, this guy moves a bit further along, we'll slow him down. You can see as well with the landmine guys, I don't use landmines for either of his 2 abilities, I use his 2 slow down abilities. This is basically the layout that I use when trying to do the campaign, if you're looking for tips on how to do the full campaign as well. The only difference being that I would use, instead of using his bad potion ability, I would usually use his cloning ability, because especially on small levels, that can be a lot more of a constant impact. I'm not a big fan of the abilities where it takes so long to cool down. So now that we've got those 2 guys down, you can see that we've already moved to wave 8. What will happen too is if you go up here and see the guys that are still coming, they'll slowly explode themselves because we have already won. And then the last few guys, we might have to pick them off, but they might just explode of their own volition too. And that's it. If you finish the level, you can see that we'll probably get a healthy chunk of XP in comparison to most other levels, especially in comparison to if you did an endless that you could take an hour on, you'd probably get as much XP as you're going to get just here. So you can see we all level up for about 3-4 minutes work, and then you just hit retry and you do it again. Any questions or comments or ways that you've found to speed level any quicker, definitely chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later.